Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, welcome back to another video. Something completely different this time because I changed my gaming setup, and as you can see the lighting is not exactly the way that I want it to be, because if you look at my face right now you see a shadow underneath my chin and of course also a shadow over here, which is not really great because if I now tilt my head upwards those shadows disappear. But of course, I don't game like this. I game with my head straight at the screen. So I needed a solution, and the solution for me was a ring light. And the ring light is the Neewer 18-inch LED ring light. And online on Amazon, I bought it for 82 bucks, but there was a $15 off coupon included. So after taxes, to my door, because I am an Amazon Prime member, it cost me 72 bucks, which is not that bad. Now, I already unboxed it. I'm going to show you what comes with it. Now, before we go any further, I am recording this on a webcam, a Logitech c922. So, it is not a DSLR. But, lighting makes a huge difference. I looked up a ton of reviews, and this Neewer ring light punches up just about anything to a better level, and that's what I'm looking for. So, what comes with the kit? It actually comes in 4 boxes. Well, 3. Plus an outer box. And that outer box, it's very nice that it has it. Add some extra protection for shipping. So the first big box, of course, is the ring light, which is this thing, which is freaking huge. And it contains a bunch of LEDs, as you can see right here, which is going to illuminate my face. Then there's a smaller box, which of course has this thing, which I don't need. A warranty card, which I also hopefully don't need. That stayed on my desk. And instructions to put that thing together, which you can figure it out. If you've ever worked with the tripod, you probably will be able to figure it out without this. But it's nice that they included, and it is very clear what to do. In that smaller box also comes a set, or 2 sets actually, of these, I'll call them diffuser panels. One of them is kind of this orange color for a more warmer glow. I'm not going to be using those. I am actually going to be using these, which should work good because my overhead lights and the light that is way back there, they're the same color. So this should diffuse it a little bit because they have LEDs, they're probably going to be bright. They also sell a fabric diffuser to diffuse the light a little bit more. I didn't get that because I am very much on a budget and I would like to keep it as low as possible. So I can always buy it later if I want to, but we're going to try it without it. That over there. Also, of course, comes with it a power adapter. Now the cord is, I believe, long enough. I didn't pull it apart just yet. I don't know if it works yet. I hope it does because I really don't want to have to send it back. But this will work out. It's Neewer branded, just like everything else essentially. And then it comes with 2 adapters essentially, 2 cold shoe adapters. So this you put on the Neewer ring light, and this is of course for your phone, and it should tilt. And it adjusts as well. I don't know if it would work with any of the huge phones. I think it might, but it might also bend them depending on which Apple phone you got, because it's pretty hardcore. But this should work just fine if you want to go that route. Now I don't. I have an iPhone 6S and it has battery problems, and the gyroscope function is also broken on it, so the video's all shaky. No. I don't need that. Now the thing that you do need, if you're going to use a DSLR, or in my case, well, webcam, because it has the same attachment possibilities as a DSLR, is this doohickey. Same concept, hot shoe. It's a cold shoe. I should say cold shoe because it's not a hot shoe. No power goes through that. But anyway, it slides right into the ring light, and you should be able to mount your webcam in my case, or DSLR if you want to go that route, or even a freaking video camera if you go that route, because it feels pretty sturdy. It's mostly metal construction, which is pretty good. And then the last thing, of course, you get this stand, which admittedly is kind of weird to operate at first, and even now it's not really coming apart the way that I want to. Here we go. And if you put it around here and then lock it, it stays in place. You have a pretty wide range, so it's going to be stable, at least when you keep it at a lower height. It extends all the way, I measured it with it like this, to 72 inches, so you have very big amount of adjustability. I set it at, I think it's 47 inches right now, because that's where my camera is right now, level. And I think with the ring light on it, it's going to be stable enough. I tested it out and it wasn't too wobbly. So don't want it touching my desk, because my desk is wobbly, and you probably see my camera wobble a little bit as my desk hits the camera, cables and all that kind of stuff. But I'm actually pretty surprised by the quality of this thing. I mean, it's $72, you get all that stuff with it, and you're ready to go. Now, I'm going to set that up. I'm not going to show you how I'm setting that up. Camera angle is probably going to change just a fraction, but then we're going to turn that light on and see what happens. But before that, I'm going to pull up my green screen, because I want to see how good or how bad of a difference it's going to make. So I can put some gameplay footage up of something and then see if I can green key it better with the ring light or without. And I really hope that the ring light is going to make for a better shot. I could put it up higher, but we're not playing that game right now. It is an Elgato green screen. I bought that about a year or two ago, and it's worked pretty nicely for me right now. However, I needed a different lighting solution. Right now, it actually looks pretty evenly lit, so I hope that the LED ring light is going to add just a little bit more and not create too much shadows, because if it's going to create shadows, I'm going to have a whole different set of problems. But I'm going to put this thing down. We're going to change the camera around, put the ring light up, and see what happens. All right, guys, we're back. I installed the ring light. The camera is now roughly at the same level, at least I think so. So we're going to see what happens when I turn the ring light on. I didn't change anything else. The light is still on up there, and the light is on back there. That's actually reflecting off a mirror, so it gives this room a fuller light. So let's see what happens. Actually, I'm going to drag this over here and do a screen capture so you can see live what is going on over here, and then we'll find out if this actually works out or not right then and there, and you can see what happens on screen as well when I turn it on. It's nice and bright. All right, so I didn't change anything. This is probably about halfway. What happens if I go full away? Oh, man, that's bright. Yeah, I'm completely washed out right now, so I think I'm going to set the camera, hit the properties on this thing, configure video. We're going to do auto exposure. There we go. Hit apply on it real quick. Okay. So this is the auto exposure on the camera, and I think it does pretty darn well. Man, I look even clearer, actually, if I'm completely honest. Yeah, it's changing stuff right now. Let's see if I can actually set it up so it doesn't mess around with the exposure at all. Whoa, no, that's the wrong way. That's too dark. Probably right here. Okay. Excellent. So this shouldn't do anything. This is the brightest setting though, so I don't know if I want to play with that. My eyes are getting a workout with that light for sure. So I kind of like it. I kind of do. But I already see one problem in the screen over here, and that is that I'm casting a shadow back there, which if I pull up my green screen, it's probably going to end up creating some issues. So I'm going to pull it up right now, and then afterwards I'll try to maybe turn off that overlight or that one and put it behind my chair maybe. Maybe that'll fix this shadow issue. So let's see what happens. Man, if I blink now, I see the frickin' ring light in my eyes. It's getting seared into my retinas because it's so frickin' bright. Anyway, I can still see the shadow. I wonder if this actually would edit out fine, because this edits out fine, yeah, we should be good. I'm going to see what happens when I turn the overhead light off. So we'll be right back. All right, this is with the overhead light off, and it is still casting shadows. So actually, it looks like the shadows are worse, because that did provide me with some lighting in the back. So I'm going to turn that back on, and I'm going to grab that light and put it behind me, see what that does. Actually, I don't have to walk around the desk. What am I doing, man? Just slide in over here. Yeah, I'm still seeing the shadows. They're still there. So that is a loss, but it might also be because that light is now at full intensity. I'm going to turn it down a little. Where is it? Okay, so this is minimum settings. Obviously, I'd have to change the camera settings again, but this is not advisable. Okay, so this is max. And this should about be halfway. Yeah, it's doing the shadow thing, which is unfortunate. I guess if I were to be closer to that light, it wouldn't have been as much of an issue. But being where I am, I probably have to hopefully be able to edit this stuff out so it's completely fine. But if it isn't, then probably gonna have to invest in some more lighting. Maybe just another one of these and then set them both on opposite sides so it brings more light in the back and then hopefully eliminates the shadows. Let's see if I can change the settings on this video. See if the exposure is want to do something. Hit apply. Okay. All right, so I think that this exposure change might fix a little bit of the issues. Wonder what happens if I turn this backlight off now. See if the shadows, if it's actually helping at all. I can't see a difference. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention to the shadows of my arms right now. Let me turn it back on. It softs them up just a little bit. I wonder. We'll find out if I can edit this stuff out. Gonna have a compilation coming up right now with all the green screen action and see what happens. Elgato green screen. I bought that about a year or two ago, and it's worked pretty nicely for me right now because it's so freaking bright. Anyway, I can still see the shadow. I wonder if this actually would edit out fine, because this edits out fine, yeah, we should be good. All right, this is with the overhead light off, and it is still casting shadows. So actually, it looks like the shadows are worse. Yeah, I'm still seeing the shadows. They're still there. So that is a loss, but it might also be because that light is now at full intensity. I'm gonna turn it down a little. All right, so I think that this exposure change might fix a little bit of the issues. So overall, a conclusion, I think it's pretty nice. I'm also sweating right now. That happens when you're freaking in a room where you have 1, 2, 3 lights on. Even though they're LED, they're still heating up the room. And I have my door closed because I have a set of cats that if they come in, they're very nice. They like to purr a lot, but they also get in my business and like to chew on my cables. So yeah, not advisable. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any ideas. Hopefully the green screen came out great, so I don't have to have any suggestions to change stuff. But if it didn't, please let me know in the comment section below what you would do to fix this problem. But overall, it does give me a nice light, and I'm happy with it. I really am. So that will conclude this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hashtag game for the sake of gaming as always, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Jeez, man, that ring light's all in my business. Can you actually see that in my eyes? If I go up a little bit more because the monitor screws up. I don't know, I'd have to check the after footage. It'll be like an outtake. I know my face is not what you want to see, but I want to see it myself. So anyway, You guys take care, and I'll see you in the flip side. Hashtag game for the sake of gaming. And hit that subscribe button. Comment below. Like button. Dislike if you didn't like it. Tell me why, so I can improve. Take care.